Hi, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Happy holidays. I am so in the Christmas spirit, I can't tell you. We can't help it. Leo and I can't help it because we are surrounded by such talented people and we're surrounded by such festivity. Uh, speaking of which, Mr. December in our What's the Story with Maria, Nothing But the Apron calendar from 2022, Dominic Pupa. We want to remind you that Dominic has a show at the Cutting Room this Sunday, December 7th. No, Saturday. My apologies. Saturday, December 17th, 7 p.m. If you want to get tickets to that, it's domentary.com. That is his website. Just like commentary, but a Dom. And so that's running. He was in Chicago, he was in LA, and now he is back in New York, and we're very excited about his show. Rena Crugnali Berge, my cousin and family project manager, has joined us. It is not a party up in here if Rena doesn't join us. Dominic, we were just talking about you. Dominic Pupa has joined us. Dominic, how exciting. It's you can't not feel the Christmas spirit when Dominic Pupa is around. So please, I've seen Dominic's shows. They're so funny. You walk out of there feeling so great. There he is, naked and drunk as a jaybird, in the calendar, in the 2022 Nothing But the Apron calendar. Andy Prasky, our love. Hey, Maria and Leo. Hi, Andy Prasky. Andy, I saw that you and Sean were in the city and you went to visit the tree. I love those pictures. Isn't New York the best? New York is the best anyway, but at Christmas time, forget about it. It's so beautiful. So Dee has joined us. Danielle, our friend and spiritual medium, who's just incredible. I can't say enough about Danielle. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Danielle's website after this because I need to book another reading. I'm going to get one for my Ziana, Rena's mom. I'm going to get one for her for Christmas. Isn't that a nice gift? So we want to remind everybody that is a beautiful gift that you can get someone. Danielle, would you mind typing in your website in the comments so people can, if that is something that you want to do for the holidays?
Actually, we just put it in there. I'm your shoulder, little angel on your shoulder.
Oh my God. No, I love that. So it's DAMCLCLdesigns.com. And that is Danielle's website. She has all kinds of things that you can get. And I personally got the quantum session, and I can't say enough about it. It really was, it shifted a lot in me. And I'm so grateful to Danielle for that. It was a really incredible experience. And I personally I'm going to get it for my Ziana for Christmas.
And actually, Danielle, I sent somebody your way today who was looking for some importance. So
Oh,
if they say
wow.
that Leah sent you, it's true. I did.
Fabulous. Okay. Leo is on, he really is on it. You're welcome, Danielle. It's our pleasure because we really
Of course. She's
appreciate
doing
what you
good work
do.
for people.
Such good work for people. I can't say enough. And if you go to Danielle and you get the experience, I mean, I got the quantum session. I can't say enough about it. Write everything down, and she will also record it for you if you like, because things come up and you're like, nah, it doesn't ring a bell. And then literally like weeks later, you're like, oh my God. I found the sheet of paper that I was writing at, and I thought, how could that not have dawned on you what that was? But it doesn't because you're listening and you're writing. So if that happens, write everything down. Okay, Leo, I asked you before the show started. I said, so what's going on at school this week at camp? And you just like rattled off a list of things you're doing as
A
if
little
it
bit of
were
this, a
like,
little bit of that.
oh, I'll brush my teeth. And I was like, holy moly, you're doing all that? We're going to have to talk about it. So tell everybody what you're doing at camp this week.
Well, up here in Idlewild, I am the children's programming director for the community center that we have, Idlewild Community Center. And so I'm in charge of the camps and the things. Usually when school is off up here, I'm in charge of the recreation that we can bring kids in for. So we're doing a holiday cooking camp on Friday. And it's been really, I've been having to, we get our ages are from 5-year-olds to 13-year-olds. So it's a wide range of kids.
5 to 13. Wow.
So this is on our menu. When we do our menu or any of our crafts, I have to think of a way, and my staff is great that they have a easier way for the younger kids to do their craft, and then a little bit more challenging for the older kids. So it's not just baby stuff that everyone's doing.
Yeah.
So for cooking camp, we're going to do lasagna as a dish where all the kids will be able to layer it, and then we'll bake it. And then we're also going to, after we do that, let them go outside and play. I'll put them in the oven while they're waiting for them to bake. Before lunch, we'll be making
Wait, what are you
pupusas,
putting in the oven?
the lasagnas.
Oh my God,
After
because
they,
when you said I'm going to send them on, then I'll put them in the oven, I thought
oh, the
of
kids.
Hansel and Gretel. I was like, oh my God, no.
Well, as the saying goes, is I like kids. They're crunchy. No. Um.
I love it. I
So
love it.
we're gonna do lasagna in the morning time, and then we'll be able to bake that while we're doing the pupusas, which are a Salvadorian with the masa, a cornmeal with cheese or beans stuffed in it,
Oh
which is
my
very
God.
hands-on. So the kids
I
should be able
didn't
to
know
make
the
their
name
own.
of it, but when you described it, I was like, I've had those at street fairs in New York. Oh my God,
There
that's
are some
so
people may
good.
call them arepas.
Right.
They're if you have Spanish food, Mexican food, they're a combination of a quesadilla and a tamale kind of thing.
So good.
But they're so good. Every culture has their little like your
Version of
pierogies.
it. Right,
Yeah,
right.
other people. So
That's
this is
true.
they all
That's
have
true.
their stuffed whatever is a dumpling, so to speak. So
Yeah.
ours is just flatter, and we fry them, and we get the cheese all melty. So then that's the morning part. Afternoon, after we have lunch and eat our savories, and then we have a little bit of rest time because I always say there has to be, especially with 5 and 6-year-olds, you got to take some downtime in the middle of the day because it's a long day. So
Oh my
I'll read right
God.
now. I'm reading Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Bloom for them for
Oh,
their
how
rest time.
great.
And then we'll get up and we will make our Rice Krispie treats, brownies, and
I
oatmeal
want to be
cookies.
in your camp.
It'll be fun. We're gonna get
I want to
so.
be in
Oh my
Mr.
goodness!
Leo's camp.
Andy Pressey goes and tender. Yeah, they're crunchy and tender. I love that.
Yes.
And then the week after that is all week Christmas week. So we're doing a Christmas Carol. ... Kinda.
Oh.
We're gonna do it like a silent movie, so I don't have to worry about sound with them speaking loud or anything like that or
Oh,
clearly. We're
that's
gonna do a silent
amazing.
movie, and
That's amazing.
I have a what? Kenny Holcomb worked with Judy Bloom.
Well,
I
Kenny
love her.
Holcomb,
He's good.
is a graphic designer,
Yep.
amazing graphic designer, and he worked for was it Harper's Bazaar you worked for? And no, wait, what's the he'll type it in. But I remember when Kenny was in the city, he designed so many covers for famous authors, so
Oh
many.
wow. I know he did a
Harper's,
certain.
was
I
it
know he did a
Harper's?
certain downtown
I
cabaret.
designed 7 of her books at Random House. Thank you, Kenny.
Oh, Random House. Oh,
Oh
I
my
love
God,
Judy
how
Bloom.
cool is that? Kenny, your friend Gene was so lovely. He came in last night, introduced himself, and we talked about you and talked about you and talked about you and your version of Sandy Patty's Holy Night. We were all raving. So let me
He's
just say,
such a beautiful voice, Kenny.
yes, Kenny's amazing. We love you and we miss you, Kenny. Now, let me just say who else has joined us. So we got Kenny Holcomb, Ed
Prasky.
Kutu.
Hi, Ed.
Yeah, Andy Prasky's joined us. Ed Kutu of Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut has joined us. My friend from high school who I love so much.
Your brother from another mother just
Yes.
signed in. Mr.
Oh,
Chris DePiero.
no. I
Nice.
love me some Chris DePiero.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's a little bit of a brat, but I kind of like that about him.
But that's being a brother from another mother. He's kind of a brat.
He's kind of a brat, as brothers often are. Rena will tell you
He's
she
a
has
cute
3
brat.
of them.
He's
He
a
is
cute brat.
Rena, Chris DePiero could fit right into your family. Who else? Let me see. Marianne McKinney DeVito, who that is?
No,
That's Bethany
DeVito.
Vaughn's sister.
Oh, really? Hi.
Yes, he's great.
Hi, sis.
Dominic's there. What was I going to say? I had something to say and it slipped my mind, but
Dominic, I didn't get
oh, you know
hug
what?
this
I
week.
want to take a second. Eddie will back me on this. One of our friends from high school passed away. He was such a great guy. His name was John Cargill. And I just wanted to put it out into the universe. He was an amazing musician. He was the kind of guy that always had a guitar. Like in high school, I just picture him with a guitar all the time. And he was kind of quiet, but he had the most beautiful smile. And he was that kind of guy that was just a like supporting cast no matter what you did. No matter where you were, what you did in school, he was the kind of guy that showed up on time, always played for every show, and was smiled and was supportive. And you know, anyway, so our hearts go out to his beautiful family.
Rest
Just
in
want
peace.
Yes, a beautiful guy. John Cargill was a great musician, and this show is about creative people. So,
I
and
I,
yeah, I know, Eddie. So it just literally happened yesterday, I think.
I have
But
to one of the this weekend I got to say goodbye to my old theater at
what
Rio
old
Hondo
theater?
College, and where I first started. My first role was the stage manager in our town
Oh
at
my
this college,
goodness!
junior college, before I went on to university. And the theater's coming down, 55
Oh
years, and
wow!
they're going to renovate it.
Oh okay, okay.
But they Bill Korf, who gave me the best note ever during Man of La Mancha. He said, "Leo, learn how to act." And
Oh, all right. You better
you
act.
may learn how to act. But he had everybody find a place in the theater to tell a minute story. So there's about 50 people I've through the past week and a half have showed up at different times to be able to give tribute to the theater, which is coming down.
Wow.
And so, there's
Oh
talent
no.
in the green room.
Okay,
There's
then
talent in the green
I
room.
said as soon as our gorgeous talent comes in, just zoom them in.
Here
And
she is.
oh my God, Sarah Glassman,
Hi.
who was so busy. You're at the townhouse tonight, right?
Yep, I'm at Townhouse.
Okay. Now you have a really big show coming up tomorrow night. For many reasons, it's a big show, and I know your time is limited. I asked you to zoom in because I know your show's tomorrow night. I want you to promote it. Tell us all about it, Sarah. It's an original production. It's an original. I love it. I have my little flyer here. Go ahead, sweetheart. Tell us all about it.
Oh, thank you, Maria. I love you.
I love you
Yeah,
too, honey.
so you know Joshua J. Bennett, one of my best friends. We
Hottie,
got
hottie.
together. He is a hottie. We we co-wrote an original holiday musical, and we're debuting it tomorrow night at the Players Theater at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. I know we only have a few tickets left for the 7 p.m. show, so if you want to get your ticket, I would do that now. I think there were just like 3 or 4 seats left, but the 9 p.m. is still available. So yeah, it's a
Okay,
story of
and
a. Oh, go ahead.
the Players Club is on. I think it's on the corner of Minetta Lane and McDougal, right?
You got it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. When you
In
enter, you go
Greenwich
to the third
Village,
floor. Yep.
third floor. Okay. So go ahead, sweetie.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So it's all original music that we both came up with together, and we wrote a little script. And it's a great. You know, a lot of people in the show. You know, Alana Diaz is in it.
I
Melissa
love
Driscoll's in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Miles
doing it.
Whitaker.
Miles Whitaker, Sarah
Miles.
Nandola. Yeah, Miles'
Y-
girlfriend. Mark Corcoran, who he's a regular here at Townhouse, a good friend. I have two of my child students in the show.
Really?
Yeah, so we got children, we got adults, we got grandpas, we've got grandkids, we got
Oh my God. I'm
mothers,
gonna
daughters.
if I can get someone to watch my dog for a few hours because it's hard to because I have to go work at the
Yeah.
duplex after, and I'm just
Yep.
trying to get one of my neighbors to watch her and feed her so I can get
Oh
there. So I
man,
better get my ticket ASAP.
that would be amazing
Oh my God,
to
how
have
I'm
the one and
so
only
excited.
Maria Gentili at
Oh,
our show.
honey, I want to be there. So my intentions are in the right place. It's
Oh,
a
I know my
scheduling
love,
thing,
I know.
but I want to see it. Okay, so how did you come up with the concept?
Well, so last year, Josh and I wrote an album and released it on Spotify, so you can check it. It's Christmas Have You Heard? And yeah, we wrote 5 holiday songs on that. And a couple years prior to that, I wrote a different Christmas song. So we kind of compiled our songs together that we had already written and came up with this fun story. I wanted it to include children, so we thought, why not talk about a little boy? His name is Noel, hence the name Misplaced Noel. He gets lost in New York City, and he gets escorted by elves and recruited by Santa to become Santa's comptroller.
Oh, I love it.
So then he ends up marrying an elf. So we learn of some magic and spirit that the family is part elf, and there's a little storyline that goes with that. I won't give that away, but yeah, it's hopefully we'll bring the spirit of Christmas to people in an original way, and I think it's heartwarming, and the singers are great, and it's gonna be a really cute show.
Oh my God, that is so great. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. And so how long is the show?
It runs about an hour, 10, 15, so it's
Okay,
not
great.
long. Yeah, it's an easy in and out, but it's worth
One
it.
act? I mean,
One
it's
act,
all
yep,
okay.
it's all
No
straight
intermission.
through.
I love
Yep.
that. I prefer that
And
actually.
yeah, same. And we're gonna workshop it this year and hopefully, make some edits for next year, make it a little longer and throw it in a festival and see what happens.
I love it. Now you have a residency at that theater, right?
Yeah. Every other month we put on a show. So if anybody's interested and they either have an original work that they want to do or they want to work on original projects with us, they should get a hold of High Glass Productions. So, or myself personally, you can get a hold of Sarah, and I'll email you.
And High Glass is HIGH glass, right? High Glass, or is it
HIGLASS,
okay?
highglassproductions.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's your website, Sarah?
Yep.
Okay, great. And you were just home for a little bit, right? And you performed there, and
I was, yeah. I had 2 sold out shows at this cute little venue called the Paisley Pear. It's a wine bar and bistro right on Main Street, and it's cool. Yeah, I got to do that, celebrate with family. I'm an aunt now, so I got to go see my nephew. So
that's
pretty
great,
cool.
honey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know you're busy. We just wanted to promote your show for tomorrow night. We will put up we already have put up all the stuff and how to get tickets. And the first show's almost sold out. That's a 7 p.m. show. The second show is at 9. Okay. Yep. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the night. Thank you for adding to our holiday spirit night.
Anytime, my love. Thank you. Thank you, Leo. I love you.
I love you, honey. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, baby. Love you, love you, love you. She is the sweetest thing.
And so talented.
Oh my God. But so talented in so many different ways.
Well, she had done that Grease and what was it, mashup?
Mashup with Grease and Rocky Horror.
And Rocky Horror, and our friend Liz Davies was in that with her.
Yeah.
And now she's got our other friends, the Christmas, and she keeps growing. That's what needs to happen.
And I know Jennifer Pace is in a lot of her shows, and she's really great about giving like our friends, like opportunities to shine because God knows they're talented enough. So
I mean, our friends deserve it.
She's a great song composer and songwriter, and she also gets so much done and just never complains, just keeps it going. And she has many reasons to complain some nights when it's crazy busy and people are, annoying as they can be, but she's just lovely. She's lovely. Kenny Holcomb says, got my new 2023 calendar and love it. Looks great. Let me see. What time is it? I think we have a little time that we can talk about this calendar. What do you think?
We should. I don't have my
I have mine.
Mine yet. You have yours. I just have imprint of all the wonderful pictures.
I'm going to send you one because I know you want me to send you the one that's signed, but I haven't gotten a chance to get to everybody, and I don't want you to be waiting for your calendar. So I'm going to send one off to you tomorrow. Actually. Okay, so you have a regular one. So here's our 23, nothing but the apron. I don't want to give too much away, but I will say, what? Go ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't either. There's just so many hot. I mean,
Elaine Feliciano had Manuel Soto. Let's just show a little Chauncey Dandridge.
Oh,
how cute is Chauncey Dandridge? Guess where Chauncey is tonight? Speaking of holidays,
he's seeing Mariah Carey.
He's at Madison Square Garden as we speak, seeing Mariah's Christmas show.
We were texting early. He was in town, but we weren't able to. The weather and everything just passed this weekend, but we were chatting back and forth.
Speaking of holiday, Lucas Sverdlin, who is our Mr. May, is doing the Nutcracker.
Did you see him in costume?
Oh my God, beautiful! At the Oakland Ballet right now, as we speak. We speak, he is pirouetting.
I can hear the crack.
Amazing. We have so many talented friends. We really do.
You
So
should, Carol Burnett had her show. Maybe you should think about a variety show, Maria.
you know what's funny that you said that, because Susie and John Bronston, we usually work with Susie, John Bronston, and me and Chauncey on Monday nights up at the Stonewall Inn upstairs.
Yeah.
But John Bronston is going to do a show for a few months. He's at the Public. He's like blowing up. Not is blowing up. He has blown up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now, I mean, John has so much on his
And
roster.
rightfully so.
Rightfully so. He's amazing.
The
to
only
work
thing
with.
that I'm sad about that is that he probably doesn't have time to bake for us.
I think he's going to make time to bake for us. Like, I know he already told me, because the Brandy's Christmas party is this
Next
Monday.
Monday.
But here's the problem. It's not a problem. It's a wonderful problem. The Brandy's Christmas party, which by the way is open to the public, is from 5 p.m. Onward. And I'm going to drop off a bunch of pasta and caprese salad and all that. And I'm hanging around for a little while. But the Stonewall Christmas party is the same night.
What?
I know. So then we'll have to rush over to downtown to Stonewall because I'm working that night upstairs. So
I'm feeling your pain. I'm feeling like you're torn between two lovers.
It is. And you know what else? I'm torn between two sweatpants because I have been eating. You know how I love to eat, Leo, and I do go back on my keto and I get back on this beam, but I am off the damn beam. Off. I'm wearing sweatpants right now because
Maria,
I'm like,
I haven't made tamales yet, even because I'm battling with and then I've got kids that are, not going to eat all their food. Who's going to have to eat it?
I know who's going to have to eat it. It's a sin to throw it out. Leo, don't worry. We're not going to worry right now. In January, we will go back on our ketos.
That's right.
So then the Stonewall Inn, that Christmas party is happening. And then upstairs, right after the Christmas party, from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., is our piano. The whole staff is going up to sing.
Oh, fun.
It's going to be so great. And it's open to the public. Open mic. John will be there as well.
So you were saying, is he going to start a show?
By the way, while John's away, because John's going to be not away, but he's going to be so busy that he's not going to be able to do Monday nights for about a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
So Susie and I, what we may end up doing, it's Susie's idea. We may do a few variety shows in the place of Piano Bar. Instead of like 9 p.m. Piano Bar, while John's away, we may do a couple of variety shows hosted by Lavinia.
That's a good idea. I need to come off of that because variety, I love varieties.
I know.
That venue is my favorite.
Perfect.
We did Campfire Cabaret or Campfire with the kids at camp for 10 years. And it was pretty much, I brought it to New York when I first got to New York. 45-minute variety show based on just the silliness and the heroes, Carol Burnett, Sonny and Cher, the Bradys, all that. Just
oh my God, yeah. So we're tossing that idea around, and
or in the style of the great Anthony Fett. That's what it's like.
Well, Anthony's doing so much. You see, so we're working on that. Also, there's something called Muse Mondays. It's a burlesque group. It's amazing, and they rotate the burlesque dancers out. But the main girl that runs it, her name is Nina, and she's incredible, Nina Davina. And she's incredible, and she runs this incredible burlesque. So look out for Muse Mondays, which would also happen instead of Piano Bar. It would happen at from 9 to midnight, and that's been so successful. So Susie and I are taking that space up there, along with, of course, Kurt and Melissa and John, and we're figuring out what to do with it while John is off doing shows.
I can only imagine the insanity that's going to ensue from you guys.
No, you don't understand. It's already we're already crazy as it is.
I've had to edit some of your guys' videos together, so I am totally.
So
I got it.
And poor John, he's like, I know he's like worried. Please don't. What are you going to do to our Piano Bar night? But don't worry, John. We are preserving it for you. Now, I do want to shout out because we have so many amazing people.
And I have to tell you that the veil of seduction has arrived.
Oh, all right. Keep her in the wings for a minute.
I will.
Oh my God, I love it. So this is an amazing show. Okay, so we want to shout out Vincenzo D'Amato, my friend. We call him Jimmy. That's his nickname. He is our friend from Massachusetts. Such a good buddy of Rena's family, the Crignales, and just a wonderful person. So, Jimmy, good to see you. Julie Gus Schneider, my friend from Morristown, also was one of took my adult cabaret class a few times.
Okay.
Great singer,
It's a
amazing.
great class.
Oh, amazing person. She has great kids. They're also very talented. So shout out, happy Hanukkah, because we haven't even talked about Hanukkah, which starts on the 17th.
Oh, I didn't even mention that part of my snack process for that week.
Oh my God. You have Hanukkah snacks too?
Oh yeah, well we have a morning snack and afternoon snack. So there'll be latkes, there will be jelly
Oh
donuts,
my
there will be.
God. I'm telling you, everybody, come on, let's go. We're gonna go to Leo's camp. I can't.
I think we should do an adult camp. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my God, so fun. Liz Goldenberg has joined us. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Patty Howe Joyner from my hometown. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Michael Barberi. We love Michael
Hi,
Barberi.
Michael. Big hugs.
I think he's in Las Vegas this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Gail Harney Stanitzi has joined us. And let me see what I don't just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Danielle, my counselor's name was Paps when I was running camp. They called me Paps, like Pappy.
Oh, I love that.
And now there are 300 kids around the world. Well, not kids, but they're all like 30s and 40s now.
I know.
Still call me Paps.
Listen, my students, my first students, because I started teaching in 92, they're all grown up and they all have kids. And their kids are probably like the age that they were when I started teaching them. How crazy.
Doesn't that make you like, my hairs just grow out, bing, white hair.
It's crazy. So sometimes they pop on the show too. Okay, so we want to bring her on right away.
The authoress.
Not only, well, wait, she's an amazing actress. She was
Director.
in Joe Bella's director, filmmaker. She is
Producer.
also producer, newly engaged to her guy who we had them on the show
To the G of
Greg.
Gianni.
Yes, to Greg. And so newly engaged, so congratulations on that. But she, I don't know, in her spare time, wrote a book, and now the book is out.
This is her second book, though, I believe.
Oh, let's bring her on,
I
Leo.
believe this is her second book.
Emily DeNova. Hi, Emily. How are you, honey? We make sure you.
Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted. You muted yourself, I think.
Oh, okay, let's unmute Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah, unmute. Boo. There she is.
There you go.
Hi, honey.
Hi, guys. Sorry.
Yay.
Okay, how are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I love your decorations in the back there. It's so festive.
Thank you. Thank you. We did our decorating yesterday, so
Yeah, I love
trying
it.
to find time to get in the holiday spirit.
I know, it's great. I have some candles back there. My candle is it's called, believe it or not, Red Fruits in the Forest. That's all I'm going to say. It's Red Fruits in the Forest. I got it at Trader Joe's. But anyway, that's my Christmas candle. Emily, enough about us. So you, honey, and the other things that you do, you managed to write a book called Veil of Seduction?
I did. I was kind of as surprised as you guys. I wasn't expecting this to happen, but here we are. And yes, here it is. Veil of Seduction was released.
Well, wait a minute. So you said you weren't expecting to happen, but was this something you've been working on for a while, or did you just decide on the side to be writing it, or tell us about what happened? How did it happen?
So yeah, I mean, I've been writing for a really long time. This is actually the second full-length manuscript that I wrote. There's 3, but this one, I guess, seemed to be the most commercially viable. I wrote it a while back, and then kind of did the traditional querying lit agent stuff. Got a couple hits, nothing crazy. And then this past year, a independent publishing company picked up the novel and wanted to publish it. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. So yeah, this is I as Leo was saying, I wrote a web novel, which is kind of a novel in its own right, but not the same as a full-on beast, which Veil is certainly. But yeah, it was an amazing process. It's been a lot of learning for me in the publishing world and how all of this works, but it's been exciting. I learned how to use TikTok because that's a thing.
That's a thing now. It's a big thing.
Yeah, but it's been a really great experience, and I'm really excited about it. The book's been doing well, so I'm happy.
Wow. So do you? Is it a series of 3 books, and are they all connected, or is it just that you wrote 3 books and this is one of them?
Yes, the latter. But
Okay.
this book, I am hoping. Thank you, Andy. I'm hoping that. Thank you. I'm hoping that it'll be a sequel. It's kind of left open ended in the sense that there could be more if the readers
Oh, I love
would
it.
like.
What can you, I know you can't give away everything because we want to read the book, but can you give us something about it that we would like draw us in? Let me know because now I'm so intrigued. So
Okay.
what
Okay.
is it scary? Is it romantic? Is it, tell
It's
us.
a little bit of everything. It is traditionally in like gothic fiction, I would say,
Okay.
with a twist. The book, I wrote it with the intention to, lead people in one direction and then sort of lull them into a false sense of security before flipping them on their heads. The piece
Oh,
is it's dark, it's romantic, it's a mystery, it's a thriller, but at its core it's really psychological. It's about narcissism, abuse. It's a giant metaphor for mental health, and
wow.
how we perceive dark romance and love
Oh
and
my
all of
God. That
those
sounds
things.
amazing.
But yeah, it's a feminist piece at its heart, I believe.
I
That's was
love that.
my intention with writing it. So yeah, it actually takes place in 1922. So I did a lot of research on like what mental health was like, what it would be like to be a woman trying to become an investigative reporter, which is what my main character is attempting to do. And yeah, it has definitely speculative elements to it. And yeah, it's exciting, and no one is safe. I'll say that.
No one is safe. I love that. Okay, Joe Gullo, who we both know and love. Oh my God, I saw your guest and it was Emily DeNova. So I interrupted my nightly call with my best friend Michael Miller, who we love, to
We love
join
Mike.
and brought Michael Miller. We love Michael Miller. So I actually have an important question request for Emily. Well, what is it, Joe? Here is Michael. You know, he has to do it that way because he's a playwright. He has to do it. Okay, so Joe, what is your question? And
Suspense is killing me.
I know the suspense, right? Emily, I bought the book immediately. Okay. What is
Thank
your
you,
question,
Joe.
Joe? Yes, of course. That's our next thing. We want to know how we can get it. All right. So while Joe is typing, Emily, how can we get this book?
Okay, so if you go to my website, you can check out, even on my social media channels, I've been posting my link tree, which has everything on there. My website, all the links to the book. It is available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Target. It just became
Wow.
available in Australia and New Zealand today, which is crazy. So yeah,
What?
everything is, yeah. I know. I can't even. I'm still kind of reeling from it. It's on Books A Million, Powell's, which is like one of the largest independent book stores, and you can get it either in e-format or paperback.
That's
So
incredible.
that's all the places you can get the book at. I just picture like Hatchards is like this very proper sort of British bookshop, and they're selling Veil of Seduction, which I don't know, it just cracks me up.
I love it. Listen, would you consider doing an audiobook of it sometime?
Yes, actually, I've had people reaching out to me about that who have already asked, is there an audiobook and whatnot? And it's definitely something that I am interested
All
in
right.
pursuing.
Let me know. I am a huge fan of audiobooks because I drive a lot.
Mm,
So I listen to audiobooks because sometimes what happens with me is I work so many hours that I'm really tired. And if I pick up a book, I'll fall asleep.
right.
So because I'm so overworked, but I love to listen to audiobooks because I drive a lot and I drive to Boston to visit my dad and my family. And I could listen to a whole book on the way up and back. So that's always good. Although I'm going to get the book anyway. I can't wait. But
Same.
Joe, okay, finally, maybe Joe's come up with this question. But I'm afraid of scary stuff, he said. So I need to be lured into the book. I'm afraid to read scary stuff. So lead me in delicately. You are so high maintenance. It's not about you, Joe Gulla. It is about Emily DeNova, our friend, big talent. And Joe you notice how he has made it about him and lure me in. Isn't that typical? Isn't that?
I love you, Joe. I love you, Joe. You're not going to be afraid. You're going to be seduced, literally.
Ah,
I mean, you're going to be afraid of the levels of seduction that are happening to you as you get drawn into this book. Even if you're afraid, you're not going to be able to put it down. So like the fear will just, you'll be consumed by it, you'll accept it, and like any great story, you will embody it. And
Oh, I love that. Now, I got to say, I kind of identify with this though, because I don't like horror and I don't like gore. And I always am like, but I love mystery and intrigue and I love psychological thrillers. Like I really like them.
yes, I will
So,
say that there are definitely like some graphic elements to it.
okay.
But it isn't, I wouldn't say it's gratuitous. Really. I mean, there's like it's gothic fiction, so there's always that kind of, but it's not terrorizing, I don't think. But
Okay. Michael Miller says, I am ready to be seduced. He just said it. My best friend might, he goes, my best friend might be afraid. His best friend is Joe Gullo, but I'm ready to be seduced. Good for you, Michael Miller.
thank you, Michael.
Yes, that is nothing new that Michael is ready to be seduced. Good for you. Oh my God. Now, Emily, I'm still, when I think of you, I still think about that amazing performance you gave when Joe Gullo, because Joe Gullo is an amazing playwright, so funny. And
So funny.
he had a reading of one of his shows at the Stonewall Inn, and you played one of the main characters, and I still am laughing. I'm still laughing thinking about the whole show. It was so great, and you were so amazing in it. And Joe's writing is so good.
Thank you. Anytime Joe writes something and I get to be a part of it, I am so, so happy and thrilled. He's an amazing playwright and his characters just speak to me in a way that it just always blows me away. So I miss his characters when I don't get to play them. And Shyla is, one of my favorites.
So funny. Even her name is funny.
Everything about Shyla is amazing, and I hope we
great.
get to work together again really soon. These comments are killing me. Sorry. I hope we get to work together again soon with the whole crew and of course Michael. And I mean, it's a blast every time. And being able to perform at the Stonewall was, just an experience.
It's a big deal, right? I mean, I love the Stonewall so much for so many different reasons. One is because a few of my friends own it and they're just lovely people and they care about, and also because what the Stonewall started out as and what it meant, it was a safe space for LGBTQ people. However, what I got to say, and this is out to the world, what the Stonewall is and has become is a safe space for everybody. And our friends, our straight friends, come in and see us, and people have parties there. They have baby showers there. It's just a beautiful place where everyone has a great experience. There's book signings there. There are readings there. There's so many amazing things there. So just remember that to me, it's a microcosm of the way the world should be, that we all coexist and support each other, and I mean that. And I know that it's the mecca of gay culture, but it also is where everyone belongs. And I had to say that because I feel that when I walk in and when I work there. Okay, so Danielle, who is our friend in a spiritual meeting, amazing, said, I just got it on Kindle and I second Maria's request for the audiobook. Yeah.
Thank you. I will definitely look into it.
Now, Emily, if you do an audiobook, would you read it yourself? Probably have to, right?
In my spare time. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I have so many friends who do actually, do books and things like that. It would probably be fantastic. I would probably try to, like we're saying, support other artists and include other people in the project as well, which is always super important to me. I mean, the support that I've had for this project, it just has blown my mind. The people who have reached out, who have bought the book. I posted the other day, I'm a martial artist. I'm a Taekwondo student, a Hapkido student, and my Kwanjangni, my grandmaster, actually purchased 31 copies of the book and surprised me with a book signing at the Dojin.
Oh my God.
It was like, I just have to give him a shout out because that kind of support is just, it still has me reeling, just an amazing community and then all of, you know, my artist friends, my family, people who I haven't seen or, you know, maybe even talked to in a while, who've reached out, who are, you know, live messaging me, oh my God, this is happening, oh my God, that, like I'm living for it, like just being able to connect with people again who I maybe not would have. And in that sense, it's been really emotional and really amazing. I feel
You
really.
know what I just thought of when you were talking? The thought that came into my head is something that is in motion stays in motion. And as artists, I always feel like, you know, are you a Gemini, by the way?
I'm a Libra.
Oh my God. I should have known that. I'm surrounded by Libras. I love them. I find them to be so creative and amazing. My girlfriend's a Libra. And
Oh,
yeah. So I just feel like you are one of those people that's always doing something. You know, and the same thing with your fiance, who I love. We love Greg. He's just a beautiful guy. And he's always working on stuff. And I just feel like that is, to me, is people that are listening from all over the country, like that is to me the quintessence of an artist, to keep doing the next. It's like always going for the next project. And I don't mean like trying to climb up the ladder. I mean like looking at art as a beautiful, just this beautiful landscape of things and colors and beauty and intrigue and tension and you know, just creating these spins, these in the universe that we're always creating, putting our energy out. Like you and Greg, you know, your guy who you're very similar in that way, that you're always sending beams of light out there. And you know, it's a ripple effect, because when I see your post, I think, oh, this is so encouraging. Like, I guess we're all on the same path of, like, instead of competing with each other, like I never see that in you and Greg. I don't see you guys competing with other people. I see you like going for personal best, going
yeah.
for like, what can I do next as an artist? And the same thing with Joe Gulla, Michael Miller, a lot of our friends that are on tonight, Andy Prasky. These are all people that go for, you know, I'm trying to scroll down and see who we have here. These are all people that are constantly doing that don't like, there's no jealousy involved. Like, if you're a jealous artist, you're not an artist as far as I'm concerned.
I totally agree. I couldn't agree with you more.
You're like, you are just, you know, you, whatever. To me, you're not in the artist category. A true artist is always creating, always and always lifting others up, which you do, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. I think that's what it's all about. You know, at the end of the day, I'm here to make art to be a better person. You know, my competition is with myself always. How can I be better? How can I do more? How can I make the world just a little less, you know, horrific at times? And, you know, and my idea to inspire is always just to help other artists out and to show people that, you know, you can do whatever you want if you really want to do it.
Right.
And I think it's just important, like you're saying, like jealousy, that is like, it's a weed, it chokes you, like that
Yes.
stunts your creativity. To be competing against anyone is to be hurting yourself, really. And I just find that, you know, the more the merrier. Like, why would I want to do something alone when I can collaborate with all these great minds and all these great people in the greatest city in the world and do this thing? Like my book cover is an artist. You guys can check him out. His name is Lock Wolf. He goes by on Instagram. He came across my feed and I was like, this guy speaks to me. Oh my God, his art is amazing. I just need to work with him, you know? And we hit it off. I gave him concepts. He gave me ideas. We went back and forth, back and forth. I gave him artistic freedom to say, look, do what you got to do, man. And that's what he produced. I mean, it's amazing. And like, that's now someone like, I'm like, I would work with this guy any chance I get, you know, and he lives in New Mexico. He's a design student halfway across the country.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really neat how, you know, you just feel something with someone and it
Yep.
works. And that's how I feel about
Absolutely. What, honey? That's how, would you say?
That's how I feel about Joe Gulla too. Like meeting Joe and walking into the room was like, this is one of my people. This is my person right now. I gotta do all creative things with him. So what he's saying?
Yes. No. Look at this. I love these women. I really was afraid. Oh, here he goes again. And not being a drama queen. Oh, well, too late for that, Joe. I will shut up now. But congratulations, Emily. So well deserved. You are quality human and talent. While I am here, hey, Leo and Maria, apologies for my wordy moments, but I will never apologize for the aversion to citrus and pulp. Now, let me tell you what that aversion is to citrus and pulp.
Tell
He
me.
drinks absolute soda, right? That's his drink.
Mhm.
And he always goes, no lime, no fruit. And I always go, what are you afraid? You're going to get scurvy? You know, we have been doing this thing for years. And guess what I always do after all of that? I always put a lime in it by accident. Because as a bartender, when you make a drink, you're just used to throwing a lime in there. And Joe always, no fruit. And then it has to be, anyway. So that's what that is.
See, and I thought it was a reference to like Pulp Fiction, to writing.
Oh,
Here I have him on a pedestal, and all I got was a hay. Anyway,
I know. Michael says, ironic, no fruit. Yeah, I know, Michael. Joe Gullah, no fruit. Andy Prosky says, I am a Libra and I have a very similar philosophy. Yeah, Libras my girlfriend's a Libra. Holy moly, they get stuff done.
Yeah,
Like,
it's both sides of it.
Yeah. Check. That's true. They were both sides of it. Ed Coot, let me see if we missed anything. I don't want to miss anything. I'm scrolling on it because I'm looking at 2 different pages. Also, just to remind everybody, we go live on YouTube as well. Our What's the Story with Maria page. Leo has all this stuff going. He's spinning all those plates.
Danielle is watching this from YouTube.
From YouTube, see?
Mhm. And
So that's the
commenting
cool thing. Now, we have to take a moment because we have to do the food section of our show, as I like to stay creative every week. Although this week I was kind of semi-creative. Because what, Leo?
Semi-creative.
I can't take credit for it. I'll tell you why. So here's the food section of our show, which is called Go Ahead.
Go ahead.
Keep
Keep
eating.
eating.
Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Keep eating. And also I want to show my shirt. Don't Stop Believing. And there's Santa Claus.
Woo.
Just because I do work in piano bar and we do that song, but also
A lot.
Santa Claus. Okay, so this week, now Leo, I got this because we've been talking about this a lot 2 weeks ago. Fried chicken. But I can't take credit for the fried chicken because I didn't make it. I got it
That's fair.
in Jersey. That's all I'm going to say. And it's delicious. But here I have a multicolored cauliflower with a little bit of butter, some
Ooh.
garlic, onion, salt, and pepper. And then I chopped up some red cabbage on top of that. So that is our plate.
It looks like a coleslaw. You almost tricked me.
It kind of does, right?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to put some color in there. Now, the salad, of course, is all mine, as always. The salads are. I think this is one of the prettiest salads I've ever made. So, what is this? Look how pretty that is. This is baby butter lettuce, pears, red pears. I don't know if you can see them. They're beautiful red pears. Cranberries, sweet cranberries, Persian cucumbers, and a honey chèvre cheese. Which I get at Trader Joe's. It's delicious.
See, now here comes the good part. Is like I listen to all your ingredients and I go, what the bleep is she going to put on it for dressing?
Oh, okay. So I am going to go with a toasted sesame oil and a pear cranberry vinegar.
Whoa.
So, yeah, there is a cranberry pear vinegar that the Boston Olive Oil Company makes. And I happen to get a little one of it just to try it. And I used it last week as well, but it's so damn good that I'm using it again this week.
And the sesame with the pear gives it a little Asian flair, a little
right. Right. So thank you. And that's what's going on there. And then because it is happy holidays, happy holidays, little Christmas cupcakes,
baby.
little Christmas cupcakes, chocolate. I'm not on the keto this week. I'm going crazy. I told you I'm wearing sweatpants until New Year's Eve. And then I will figure something out.
You know, though, I've been exploring. There are some good keto stuff out there.
I love
like
keto,
cupcakes. That you put me on that path, and I've been doing better.
Yeah.
You can see my Atkins chocolate chip cookies up there behind me.
See, and actually, that's what I love about the keto, because I love to eat, and I let myself eat during the holidays. But then it's like so easy. I go right back on it. There's so many options. And this company that I use that I turned Leo onto, it's called Factor 75. And you can even order keto meals, and they send them to you. So it's an easy thing. But Emily, you don't really diet. You kind of work out a lot, right?
Oh yeah, a lot of taekwondo. I quit drinking about a little over a year ago.
I saw
Just
that post you put on it was a couple months ago, and how great you were feeling from that.
yeah,
Just,
sleep is a game changer for that, for sure.
wow.
So that's definitely cut out some of my, calories, I guess. But I also don't eat meat anymore. When I
Wow.
actually lost my taste and smell from COVID, and then it became a texture thing, and then
Oh
I
wow.
just stopped. I mean, I still eat fish,
Yeah.
of course, but I eat way more now, I think, actually, than before, because it takes more to make me full and
Yeah.
for sure. But
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
the thing.
expend so much energy.
Leo, did you find that I had COVID about a little over a year ago. I had it. Judy and I both had it. We had it for about 12 days and we had it bad.
I mean,
Like
same.
bad. And but that was one of the ways, I mean, first things I noticed, I was like, oh my God, I can't taste anything. It's
they
true.
there was something. What was I? Oh, I was cleaning, with like a lemon, like one of the ammonia removers, and I
Yeah.
couldn't smell I was like, wait, I'm like, I can't, I'm spraying more and more. And then I'm realizing that's really a lot. I should be smelling this. And I
Wow.
realized at that point that my smell and taste were really
It's crazy,
gone.
right? It's really
And it wasn't even
crazy.
like, like muted when you're like sick, and it was like gone. And
Yeah.
Gone.
he didn't lose his. So I was making him like these Japanese pancakes and like all this food. And then I was just like eating broth. I was so depressed. I was like really depressed for like 10 days. I was like, this needs to end. Like this is bad.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I know. From that, though, you talk about making creative things out of, I created my Three Kings chicken soup from that because, I cook and I have all kinds of products that I make. But my Three Kings chicken soup came because a lot of my friends had COVID. I wanted to make them chicken soup. They couldn't taste anything. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to like awaken their taste buds. So I
Mhm.
used all these wild Middle Eastern spices and Asian spices as well. So and I thought, okay, so this is like the Three Kings. If because of course we're always thinking like, if
I
the
love
baby
that
Jesus had COVID, what would the Three Kings bring him? So
Oh my God, that's great.
I know. So I use spices from all of the places that the Three Kings were from. And it's one of my biggest sellers in the wintertime, Three Kings chicken soup.
I'm gonna have to try that.
It's really
It's really
good.
good.
You'll love it. Okay. Oh my God, we're so close to the end of our show. So we want to remind everybody about Sarah Glassman and Ryan Hightower Productions, High Glass Productions, and Joshua Bennett and Sarah Glassman wrote a really adorable holiday adventure. It's a musical, and it's at the Players Black Box Theater, which is on the corner of McDougal and Minetta Lanes, right near the A, B, C, D, E, and F trains on West Fourth. Get off at the West Fourth stop, and it's on the third floor.
Hold up
So
the card, Maria.
it's hard to because the light. Okay, there it
Oh.
is. So that's it, and just go to the Leo is scrolling the link for that. It's called A Misplaced Noel. Beautiful. And they write great stuff and they're just lovely humans. And Emily DeNova, speaking of lovely humans, has written a great book called Veil of Seduction. Emily, tell us where we can get it.
You can find the link on my website to every bookstore that is currently selling it, including Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Target, Walmart, all those places.
And what is your website again?
It's www.gneproductions.com. You can find me on social media. On Instagram, I go by Goddess of the Garlic.
Oh,
Nice.
woman after my own heart. I love that.
You.
Goddess of the Garlic. I love that.
But all my social links are also on my page for my website, on my About Me page. So you can connect with me through there if you have any questions about the book.
Smart.
Yeah, and I know you and Greg are you're still working on your film company, of course, right? Always.
We have 2 films on the film circuit right now. Transit premiered at Out on Film Festival in Atlanta in September, and Concert Goer just had its premiere at the New York Short Comedy Film Festival last month. So
wow.
And he's been over here laughing and chuckling the whole time listening to you
Yeah,
guys.
he is adorable. Let him pop his little cute head in there. Greg, get in here and give us a Merry
on.
Christmas. He's
You gotta-
adorable.
He's
so
in
cute.
his bathrobe.
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
Oh,
I know he's
perfect.
fun.
He's
No.
coming.
Oh,
What
good.
do you mean?
Well, we love it. Well, listen,
Give him an apron.
hi, Greg.
Hi,
What's
Greg.
going on, guys? How
Is
are
this-
you?
Listen, congratulations on your engagement, the two of you. We love you both.
Thank you.
We're so proud. How proud of Emily are we?
Oh, so proud.
So
Couldn't
proud.
get more proud.
And I
Aw.
also love the little film that you posted about how you proposed to Emily. I thought that was so cute.
Oh, our engagement video.
Yeah, that was so cute.
I
These
got
two were-
my wheel of cheese in the refrigerator still.
It was the best thing ever directed.
I loved it. It was wonderful. So thank you both for creating such beautiful art. And please always let us know about it so we can promote you and spread the joy out into the world.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. It's such a
You
blast.
too, honey. Now, before you leave, please leave our audience. I like to go around in a circle and just leave the audience. Let's leave them with some kind of a holiday message of hope. So
Okay.
go ahead, Em.
All right, everyone. I hope you have a safe, peaceful, restful holiday. Enjoy your loved ones. Enjoy your time off if you have it. And I'm just sending you lots of love and much success in the new year.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, we want to remind everybody, we're not sure if we're going to broadcast next week because there's a couple conflicts. With Susie Campanero, we have a show next Tuesday for the our LGBT students at the center that was usually it's on a Thursday, but they moved it to Tuesday. And I of course I have to do it because, these are my students.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the show, but we will let you know a day or two ahead of time. And if not, don't worry, come and visit anyway, because we're going to rerun my favorite show of all time, Christmas with the Raskowskis. And a lot of my family members, including Rena Cugnali, are in it.
Is that
So-
the one with the little snack? The little snack?
The little, right. Well, all my
Right.
family, in other words, he's being sarcastic because it's like endless amounts of food.
Oh, food, yeah.
But they're little snack. Yeah, they're like, I made a little snack. And it's just endless. So Christina Zizza has joined us as well. Hi, Christina. So if we don't go live, which there is a 50-50 chance we won't, then we will rerun Christmas with the Raskowskis. Either way, have a beautiful week. Leo, what do you want to leave everybody with? You have the last word.
Everyone's shopping and going crazy. Remember, it's the thought that counts. You may not get what you want, but you want be graceful. What
Yes.
would you always say? Put a little gratitude in your attitude.
Put a
Maria?
little gratitude in your attitude. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and snap out of it. Snap out of that negativity. And
Yeah.
guess what? I didn't do today. I didn't watch the news, and I feel better.
Oh,
I decided I wasn't going to watch the news today. I'm like, it's going to happen with or without me. Now that voting season is over, I'm going to take a little break from the news.
oh well, I'll tell you what the update was on most of the news channels that I watched.
What?
Joe Biden's kicking ass.
Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you, Joe Biden.
Just what I
Okay,
heard.
that's it. Just a rumor. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Emily DeNova.
Thank
All
you,
the
guys.
family shows have been just a little snack. Thank you, Rena.
Thank you,
Rena
Rena.
knows she's the project manager for her family. Have a wonderful holiday week and all. Thank you, Leo. Maria says Danielle. Danielle, same to you. I am actually, if I have time tonight, going to go to your website and book the reading for my Ziana for a Christmas gift.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Leo, as per
Mwah.
usual, you're the greatest. Emily,
Yes, you
thank
too.
you, love.
Oh,
You're
thank-
lovely.
Bye.
Veil
Congratulations.
of Seduction by Emily DeNova. Buy it.
Get it.
See you soon.